What? You know, a lot of people live a lie, man. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people live for side, you dig? But a nigga like me, you know, I take pride in being a real life stand-up guy, you dig? So go check my motherfucking resume. Go see what it is and see what come back, you dig? Straight raw, nigga. True story, true story. I'm the first young nigga out of the city to pull up in that candy Bentley. Yeah, pussy nigga, true story. I'm that young nigga out of the west that wore 1,000 grams around his neck. Yeah, pussy nigga, true story. I'm the first nigga with designer clothes. Ask that nigga exclusive game, he know. Pussy nigga, true story. I took a pound and broke it all the way down. 6-month run, now I'm the man in the town. Yeah, pussy nigga, true story. I remember when I used to...
Hey fellas, sitting here with JT from JTs Boss Kutz. Done Chief, how y'all guys doing?
Oh man, you know, everything good, you know.
That's cool, man. So, I guess what I just really want to start from is how you guys linked up. Cause JT, you plugged in with a lot of people, man. I done met a lot of people through you.
Right.
And so it's been a blessing, you know, to even meet you myself and just build that relationship and coming to Dunn and just a lot of other guys, you know.
Right. I mean, shit. Honestly, man, I just hit Chief up, you know, and on the IG, went up on some business shit, you know, and see, you know, on TikTok, you know, as far as doing the walkthrough and stuff like that. So, you know, he reached back out to me, you know, and ever since then we just been on that good relationship level, you know. So, but yeah, but that's just basically how it went, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, how was that hearing back? Like, you got the pretty much the green light that he was gonna come through. So I know you had reached out to B's and got to walk through.
Right, you know, but you know, I just hit up big homie, you know what I'm saying, through the IG.
Right.
You know, so like I said, lucky that he replied back, you know what I'm saying. So he replied back and just went from there. You know, so he just pulled up on me, you know.
I kept that relationship on all these years.
Yeah. So, you know.
I mean, we talking about Dunn Chief a lot. If you gotta know me, you just gotta know, you know. You're not gonna find a lot of people
that
can just have that type of relationship. And me not being from here, being from Mississippi, when you told me about Dunn Chief, when I did my homework, I was like, oh.
Right.
Okay.
Mississippi, huh?
Yes, sir. Mississippi.
Okay.
Mississippi. That was something different, you know.
Yeah.
How was that, man? Just making that transition or seeing him from when you first met to now?
You know, really, bro. When I hit up Chief, I already knew Chief, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Chief. You know, he brought all his music out, so you know he was already a known man. Right. So me being a black business owner, you know, and him being known, it was just looking good. Like, let me hit up big homie real quick and see if he could do this for me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just having that conversation with him and having that good relationship with him and you know stuff like that tied into it. It's just everything else kind of like really just took off with it, you know. And it was just a good look, man. I feel like it was gonna be a good look bringing big homie to the establishment. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely did a lot for the community. You got like the most views on Google right now.
Right.
When I was driving truck 2 years ago, when I first moved to Dallas, I saw your barbershop on there. That's how I ended up coming into your establishment.
Right. And
you've been my barber since then. We've been rocking, man. Just organic like that, huh?
Right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of support from the community outside of just, you know, your usual customers coming in?
Yeah, I get a lot of people, you know. I mean, I've been getting a lot of people for that, but like I said, just to spark that up, it been more people been coming, more traffic been coming. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like I said, the type of people been coming. So it was just good look on everything, really. So.
Right. All right, Dunn Chief. With JT, man, you got. I guess just tell me about what you know about him, as far as since you've been meeting, knowing him.
I mean, you know, like you say, you reached out to me on the social media, and you know, I don't be on social media, so you know, he caught me at a different space in time when you know I was just being a little bit more embracive to when people reach out, I reach back out, you know. So you know, he told me to come through, and look at his place and check him out. You know, I came through, and besides on business, you know, just over the energy swapping, you know, we kept a relationship and it became a little personal. So, you know, just over the time, you know, I like what he got going, you know. So anytime I see a young black brother such as myself out here moving and grooving and carrying the load on his own, you know, I always salute, you know. So, you know, and then, you know, I like to look good too. So, you know, I gotta stay fresh, you know. So, you know, he came through and was tying me up a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Putting the trim on me and just always treated me like royalty. And you know, and I always, you know, and I admire it. You know, he like, shit, I fuck with your music, been fucking with it since, you know, such and such value. So, you know, I kinda always fuck with the ones who fuck with me. You know, so, you know, besides that, I just like his conversation, you know. So when he opened up his mouth, it was always quality. You know, and, you know, I mean, I get quality. So, you know, we had a cool vibe, you know, and it's just been cool ever since. So, you know, I'm just rocking with him however he needs to be rocked with. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he got a cool one sway. I'm glad. I would tell everybody to come his way, you know, because, you know, it's a cool vibe, you know what I'm saying? And he's stand up young cat, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he got his head on straight too, you know what I'm saying? And it's in the action, you know, so, you know, he ain't been a lot of talk. He always walk. So, you know, I fuck with that. You know, I fuck with that. So, you know, he grooved in my lane. You know.
Well, I mean, JT, like 1 year. I just met him 2 years ago. I'm 30. He 31, right? He 31, right? Me not knowing nobody in Dallas, let alone Texas, period. Would you say coming up on somebody like JT, that's the right lane to go in?
Check this out. I met him, and this is the third location.
Right.
Proof is in the pudding. If you trying to elevate, then you goddamn me, you rocking it with the right vibe. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is he a good skeleton. You know what I'm saying? A good map to you know, look at it and put some things together. You know what I'm saying? You can listen to him when he talk. You know, it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's okay because, you know, hey, you just say 30, 31. Like, come on, man. I mean, I salute. You know, I done seen 3 or 4 of these establishments with his name on it. So you know, hey, can't beat that with a baseball bat.
Facts. Did you always have your signature haircut before him, or that was after him? Your haircut, the way you wear your hair, was that before him, or since you met him?
Oh, I've been.
This
shit been here since 12 years.
I see you swimming over there.
Don't throw up too quick, man. Don't throw up too quick, man.
That's cool, man. So, man, with everything that's going on out here in the world right now, man, how important is supporting black businesses here in DFW, hometown, period, from either one of you guys?
I mean, supporting other black business is a good thing. I mean, we see it out there as far as like, you know, it's out there, but it need to be all the way out there with it, as far as us black people sticking together and doing what we need to do as far as culture. You know what I'm saying, for longevity, you know, and so we can have something passed down to the kids and stuff like that. But you know, it's very important that we kind of keep it solid, keep it going, and keep it going. You know what I'm saying, for us on the community. You know, because like I said, we're gonna have the young youth. They're gonna want to be business owners and one day and stuff like that. So when they see other black businesses sticking together, it's just gonna be blossom. It's gonna be gold. Right. So it's gonna look good, man. You know, so
you from North Dallas, right? From the north side.
Yeah.
How did you get here in Irving, out of all places? Like, you could have did this on the north side or wherever you wanted to.
Man, honestly, bro, I was getting too much trouble in between. You know what I'm saying? Like on my last document, in between Garland and North Dallas, I was getting too much trouble. It was just too much. So I had to stay out the way on the line. You know, so, you know, and like I said, you know, once I went to barber school, you know, that kind of really just saved me a little bit because I was heading to another path. So I had to get out that situation for a second. Then honestly, I dropped out of barber school for a hot second just because doing all the extra stuff. So went back in and get my mind right. Came to Irving, you know, and I've been to Irving for 10 years, you know, so everything was cool, you know, it wasn't a bad place to stay in and stuff like that. So when I did that, man, it's just like I said, it's just been out here 10 years, you know, me starting as a barber cutting, you know, and then a couple more years down the road, you know, opened 3 shops in 1 year. So things just took off. I really had to get out that way on the north side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fast.
So how was that? How did that kind of play into the barbershop in Houston? Because that was big, man.
Well, you know, I got one location out here, the Flying J's.
Right.
So Flying J's everywhere.
Right.
You know, United States. So the Truck Stop Barbershop, that was my name, so that's my brand. So I just put it inside their facility. So I've been with Flying J's 8 years. So, you know, been good business with them. You know, they were like, well, boss man, he was like, well, you know, I got another spot for you in H-Town. I'm like, okay. I said, well, let me go out there and go check it out.
Right.
So I got up, 6 o'clock in the morning down the highway, went out there and go peep it out, boom, hey, let me get it.
Right.
It went from there. So right now I'm in a position trying to open a Waco with Flying J's.
Okay.
So, you know, that's how that went about with Flying J's. It's been, like I said, doing business with them. You know what I'm saying? Been on good terms and stuff like that. And it's more to come. We ain't stopping right here.
Right.
More to come. So
A lot of people say supporting Blvd, they got their own idea about what that truly means. Some people feel like if you don't spend money with a black-owned business, you're not supporting them, and there are a lot of other ways. I've seen you, and I'm pretty sure you may start doing this in Houston, but guys come along with this potential, right? You'll grab them, put a little money in their pocket, but support the dream.
Right.
Let them know that, hey, I like what you're doing.
Right.
You know, helping that person even see in themselves a little deeper.
Right.
How does it feel like right now I'm sitting with Don Chief and thinking about like the Beezy's and even having your eyes on some of the other talent around in Dallas, just taking that same energy to Houston?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go out there, do that and network and stuff like that, but I mean, sure, it's just, like I said, it's just, you know, it's just one of those things, just being in that limelight, whatever, you know, and just running black business and then seeing other young entrepreneurs coming up and I'm seeing them and taking them in, you know what I'm saying, because I respect their hustle, I respect their movement, so,
right.
You know, and just bringing everybody together, man, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, and shit, you know, everything was just a goal, you know, just on some black business, you know, stuff like that, so.
I felt that same energy when Mr. Lucha came in and told you the same thing, like, hey man, you know,
right.
you a real stand-up guy, and I'm hearing this about you from a lot of different people.
Right.
I think that needs to be a light that needs to be shined on a person. Give them their flowers while they still here, because you know when a person gone, it don't even matter.
Right.
You young, man. You out here handling your business. Like I said, I'm not from here, and when I came here and got introduced to you at one of your other shops down off Country Club, I was like, man, this would be the perfect person to get up under.
Right.
And I don't know hate, not to get close to hate. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To learn, to soak up the game. Because when you not from a place and you go somewhere else, you vulnerable to anything. You don't know who is who and what is what. So being a leader, do you have people in your own family, like younger nephews or, you know, anybody in your family that look up to you like the way I look up to you?
You know, I got my son, you know, I got my little cousins and stuff like that, but I mean, even the whole family, besides the little cousins, but the whole family, you know, they admire what's going on, because like I said, I'm the first, you know, black businessman. I mean, just as an owner, owner foreign cars and just being an owner and just bringing all that in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm the first in my family. And that's a good look, because now, you know, you got the little youth growing up in the family, whatever, so they can see that. We just gonna keep that ball going, you know, because, I mean, that's, you know, like I said, that's the way I look at it, you know, and just being on that black standpoint as a businessman. So, yeah.
Cool, man. So, anything, a lot of these, especially my generation, I mean, well, you probably my generation, but even younger than us, man, they got it so messed up in their mind about the street. They think that the street life is the only life, and our young brothers is getting locked up. You know, some of them ain't getting out, some of them even losing their life. I mean, Don, I'm pretty sure you seen that yourself, man. Anything you want to say about that? These young guys in the streets that just don't feel like they don't have an outlet, or you got to go to college and put yourself in debt. You can't learn a skill. You too good for that.
Man, honestly, I feel like it's a lot of social media, you know, stuff they see. And some of it could be real, it could be part of their vibe. You know what I'm saying? That can go both ways. Like I can't, you know, like it's just all depends on their background and their situation. But like I said, man, it's one of those things, man. If you got a talent, you got some good in you, you know, even if you're in that hard life or that type of lifestyle, like I said, there's something good behind all that. I mean, if you could really just stay focused at it, you know, it's gonna blossom, it's gonna go, you know. And like I said, it's just depend on that person's character, their situation, their background. Because some people that have a bad environment, a bad situation, make them go that route. You know what I'm saying? And just because of their situation, it could be pressure like that. So, but other than that, you know, if you got some good, if you got some talent, you know, focus on that.
Right.
Regardless what you got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if that's what you want to do, push it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless. You know, so I feel like if you got a lot of time to do all your stuff, get yourself in trouble. And I know you got a little time to do something which you're really good at. You know what I'm saying? Because that way, it's not going to be there for long. You know, so that's it.
What does quality mean to you? I just heard Don Chief say quality. What is quality to you? Not just on a haircut level, just in life in general. Because like right now, you pulling up Mozzie, Don just pull up Ben. I'm inspired, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stand on my grind. Both of y'all that did something in life that I'm still working to get to. And that, when I say that, not meaning because I want to ride a Ford car.
Right.
Meaning I want to be able to have something in life in general. Quality. What does that mean to you?
I mean, quality can go all kinds of different turns and ways of that. I mean, on my end, quality is just, you know, like I said, like Chief said, like, you know, I'm a stand-up guy. You know, I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm out here doing, you know, the footwork, reaching out to people, you know. So, you know, that's my quality, is just really being that stand-up guy, man. Just be on that good look for people to really just look up to me as a black young leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's my, you know, quality on my end, on that part right there. But
and I think back off of it's more like, you know, values is more,
right.
You know, it's like, you know, respect.
Right.
You know, when you show respect and when you give respect, you know, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? It's over and beyond that you should get it back when you give it. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I listen to him and we rap a taste, and, you know, every time, you know, I walked in any establishment, you know, he had diversity for one, you know, people like yourself coming from Mississippi,
right.
Other cats coming from other little old places. So,
right.
You know, he bringing them into a foreign place, and you know, he was, you know, letting them goddamn he was giving them a good energy to where, you know, I ain't see nobody feeling uncomfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was always cool business, you know, they always, you know, and he kept them on their done cheap. So when I walked in, whenever
Thanks.
it was, you know, they came and, you know, anything with he greedy was on there, they bought, you know, facts, you know, so it's like, you know, he just has a lot of values and morals, and, you know, and it's understood when you come from the streets and you done elevated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, see, what's happening with the youngsters, you know, they just being youngsters. They have to keep living, and that's one thing about life. You got to keep on living and learning. You know, the way they moving and grooving, some of them stopping that stopwatch a little bit sooner than later, you know. So, you know, like shit, you know, I thought a certain way when I was a young age. It took me time to elevate, you know, to really start looking at things different, you know what I'm saying? So when he tells me a story, like I was doing this, and I listened to it, he just elevated, you know what I mean? And, you know, it takes, you know, a person that's tapped in to be able to elevate, you know, and, you know, some get it at an old age, and some get it at, you know, it takes for something to happen, and maybe that certain thing happened that made him tap in and be like, shit,
something traumatic,
you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, that touched him, you know, it happened. You know what I'm saying? It made me be like, man, I got the same dream, but I'm gonna take a different approach.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and, you know, for the youth, you know, it's hope. You know, for one, we in a new generation. I'm an 80s baby. So with that being said, you know, I was raised I'm a bridge. I'm with like J. Cole and Gangsta. I'm a bridge. So I came from the old, but I transitioned in the new. You know, and for some reason I just so happen to love the old way. more than the new. So I tend to be a little bit more old fashioned with my gun sway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just that, you know, it's a new era, a new time, and what happened was, you know, the youth just got caught up as being kids from the late 90s to the early 2000s. Crack epidemic, all that. There wasn't no fathers around. All of them was gone, getting locked up, no big brothers around, so they got raised by social media and the government and by their mama. And every man know a mama can't raise a man to be a man. They can try, you know, they can put all they good. I'm a mama's baby. My dad ain't never been around, but I learned the hard way. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was our families got decapitated. Why it wasn't no more men leading the household? It was all women. And women is not men. Even though they try to portray that they can do everything a man can, why would you want to do that?
Right.
That ain't how this shit's supposed to go.
Right.
Now we want you to be strong, but you know, shit, they was forced to be in a position to have to do the shit men's supposed to be doing, and that's what happened. And you know, so shit, you know, we just caught up in a generation where, you know, it's damn near, it's like the only way we gonna change is reaching the babies.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta plan into the new little season, because these look, the 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2001, yeah, them kids bad in the motherfucker. They got this bitch fucked up. But can't blame them. They don't respect, because, you know, it's like they grew up and listen. Man, 94, 95, 96, 97, it was crack coming through this motherfucker.
Three straight law head out there.
Yeah, you know, so guess what? They getting 18, they going to meet their dad is down there before they get out. They 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, catching these live sentences, their dad is just now finna get out. From doing a 20-year, 22-year bid. So that's what done happened to this generation all the way around the board. And what happened is, you know, we gotta goddamn me. You know, and now don't get me wrong, they're a whole lot bolder than the 80s generation. You see what's happening, man. They gonna be a whole lot outspoken and, you know, rebellious and everything. We just in that time, and if you don't adapt, you'll stay trapped. So, you know, at the end of the day, with a person such as himself being 30, 31, we have to reach down, and we gotta talk to them too, but we gotta get them one that's coming up and let them know, hey, so we can push that shit out the way, cause you know, right now this is just, look what we going through.
Right.
Yeah, you know, we might be dead and gone before this shit get right. You know what I mean? Right. You know, but if we do our part now, we can play a major part and have an impact. A reason why it be getting done right when we gone, because we've been planting their seeds in them young youths, and you know, show them, hey, credit is everything, is power. Right. Shit ain't nothing about money. Yeah. Your government name, since they gave it to you, you better use it right. That's the only thing they'll hold you accountable for. Get off your username. See, we so used to fun to using our username that they don't even know how to take advantage of what their real name is. Yeah, the advantages come from your real name. Yeah, where they can walk in and you don't have to do nothing but sign your name and walk out, and it's good. You know, so, but we caught up in the social media area where, you know, they teaching our kids, hey, your username is more important than your real name. I just been in my own little zone though, so, you know, it's just like, you know, I admire as I sit and look, you know, he on the right track, you know, and, you know, we take pride in how we look, so cutting her never go nowhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, so it's like, shit, you can't go, that's what they call it, essential. Essential business. You know, like, so, you know, I get cuts 2-3 times a motherfucking week. Depending on how I feel. I might want to get an edge up, clean that part up. You know, I'm looking at myself. I'm loving myself. So he in the right lane. It's like, shit, you know, yeah, they need to learn how to do trade, but that's on us. You know, we know education is watered down. As long as you learn how to read and write and understand, you know what I'm saying? You can do anything, you know. I ain't gonna put too much pressure. Go to college. College ain't for everybody. And then if you go, let's get that free money. Don't go get no loan. Yeah, get them grants like them other kids get. You know, they tell us to go run and go, you know, the foreigners tell their kids to go to school and go find a trade and create a business. We tell our kids go to college and go work for somebody, not mine. I ain't never worked for nobody. I've been living off cheap since I was 12. I'm 80 state of mind, but I'm in the 80s though. I've been living off cheap since I was 12. I just tapped into my government name. You know what I mean? Which is Cayenne. I do business. Yeah, Mr. Curtis even heavier than Don Chief. Thanks. Yeah, I had Chief put up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, right now, y'all looking at Chief, but I go by Mr. Curtis. He heavy.
That's what's up. That's up. Yeah, nah, that's good knowledge, man. Streets need to hear that. Everybody.
Yeah,
hear
like
that.
this a game for everybody. I come straight from the jungle. I throw mud parties. I'm used to throwing mud parties. You know, but you know it's time to elevate. So it's like, you know, this the game I want to get all mine. Yeah, man, we out. Yeah, that bank can give you that money. Don't give a damn how many stripes you got,
Right.
how many bodies you got. They'll give you that money. You know, and that's the game we play.
Right.
Yeah, instead of having to think about you got to go work for somebody, how about we show you how to get your own business, get your own money, get funded, and you know maybe they'll feel good about not having to work for somebody. When I get done doing this, I can automatically get a bag because that's what it is. I come from the hood. We want that. We want what we see.
Right.
We want the things that we see. You know, they showing us this, we want that. You know, but then, you know, they don't tell us, and then look, we got racism, this and that. You know, my name, I get profiled for my name being Kanye. You know what I'm saying? That's not a typical name. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we just gotta expose them to something different and we'll start getting different results. You know, as long as we keep exposing them to the same thing, then what?
Get
The same results. So, you know, we gotta expose them to something different and you can still get the VVS's, the foreigns and everything going this way. It's, I always say the cool way be the food way anytime. You know what I mean? And this is, so this is the time of doing it the cool way because as you can see, the streets is getting watered down. You know, they transitioning and they making everybody that have to work the American way. And that's cool because that's something that, that evens the playing ground. You know what I'm saying? You don't just have to go to the streets. Now we can go and move how, that Chinese, that foreign, that Jap, we just gotta expose them to it. And, it's cool, football, basketball, baseball, sports, rapping, music, but shit, it's boys that's just living out their credit and looking just like them rappers and ball players. Girls, goddamn me, living off their credit, looking just like them girls who pop it from 9 to 9. And they broke a lot of the strippers. They living off CPN type shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know how to messed up their real name. So we gotta expose them to something different. And then we'll get some different results. What if we just, got our nieces and our nephews, our kids, we starting with them. And when they get 17, we building them up. When they turn 18, 19, 20, they playing with their own bag. They don't gotta figure out where they gotta go get some money from.
Right.
That's what's wrong. They all having to try to figure out where we go get some money from. Mama ain't got it. Dad probably on Percocets, like Future told them to do 50 days, 50 nights. So they like, where do I get some cash? Where I get them J's? Then, social media, these boys got Jewel, there's some young cats out here 15, 16 living real La Vida Loca. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. Coming down double R's, ghosts and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is visual now. This is enticing. Everybody, looking at this, so what you gonna naturally want? You gonna want that shit if you see it, and if you see somebody that look just like you doing it, then what that make you feel like?
Man, I can do it too.
Just like that.
And there you go, it starts just like that.
That's, at the end of the day, I gotta admire my position because I know I'm a person when they look at it, they see hope. Yeah, I come from where you come from and, from the yellows and moles, that's hope, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just for people such as ourselves to use our star power to, expose to different people who ain't really being able to get that kind of hope, going making it touchable for them. Yeah. Making it seem, letting them know it's real. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I ain't tripping.
I've been shitting on these niggas for years, pay for it all. I ain't never had a deal. Pussy nigga, true story.